So I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible because I have to go to the gym and I have a Reiki session within the next 2 hours. Just to give you a background, I worked as a production assistant for a couple years until the pandemic hit. After that, it was very hard to get another gig. The last gig I tried to get was on the set of Fargo, but the production coordinator just ghosted me, and I was like, okay, I need a steady paycheck. Not only that, working on set, I wasn't getting paid weekly or bi-weekly. I was getting paid like every couple months. So like on Chirac, I worked on set and I didn't get paid until maybe like 2 or 3 months after that. And because there wasn't stability or security, that's when I decided to get into corporate America. But after working in corporate America for a couple years, they ain't shit either. And it's not until last year where I was fed up and I was like, this is my time to get back into the field. I'm hungry. I love filmmaking. Let me get back into it. And before y'all misconstrue my words, I'm talking about hungry. Like, this is my passion, filmmaking. This is what I went to school for. Let me get back in the field. So the very last film that I worked on, well, two. One was Widows, and let me just say, I love Steve McQueen. Love him. He's a sweetheart. And the other film, I still don't know to this day what's the name of that film. But the crazy thing is I met the guy for Tinder and he gave me the gig off of Tinder. And I just remember it was in Boys Town and I got there at 10 p.m. and we were on set until 4 in the morning. And to this day, I still don't know that film, but I got paid for it. Anyway, to answer this. So I did work, as I mentioned before, as a production assistant. And I realized after, really jumping back into the field, but now with a different title, it is completely different. And I'm learning gradually. Just by like networking or, getting back into communication with people I used to work with on set. Even my old friend from college, she worked on set a couple times and she's been giving me a lot of feedback as well. So the things that I'm doing differently now versus when I was a production assistant, it's a lot of background work. Like I had to get an accountant and an entertainment lawyer. I had to get contracts, copyright ownership, location agreements, studios for a casting call, advertisers, brand managers, insurance. And all of this mainly has to be done before you actually start to film. And it actually does take a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of patience. And that's why I said in a previous video, if you click this comment, go to that video, that I'm going to take my time with it because this is my baby, this is my project. And let me just say this. Yes, corporate America ain't shit, but it did teach me a lot. Like, I worked in procurement for a couple years. That taught me how to do contract negotiations, how to network, how to communicate with stakeholders. And I also worked in data as well. So, and whatever you believe in, God, woo, I do believe that there's a reason why there was a gap, like a 5-year gap as to why I wasn't in film and why I got into corporate America. There was definitely a reason. But to end with this, I would definitely encourage you all to follow my page if you want to be updated in regards to the casting call. You guys don't want to miss this because this reality TV show will be filmed in Chicago.